Let me ask you something, and I want you to be honest. If walking were enough to rebuild aging muscle, why do so many seniors who walk every day still lose strength year after year? Why do the night cramps continue? Why do your legs feel heavier? And why does getting out of a chair feel harder than it used to? Nobody seems to explain this. Clearly not doctors, not fitness coaches, and definitely not the trillion-dollar wellness industry that profits from our weakness. But after treating older adults for more than 30 years as a physical therapist, I'm going to say this plainly. Walking is healthy, but it is not designed to rebuild muscle past age 60. The science is crystal clear. As we age, our muscle fibers shrink, nerve activation weakens, and those important stabilizer muscles start to shut down. Circulation slows, and our risk of falling increases. Walking just doesn't do much to activate the deep stabilizer muscles that keep you balanced and strong. It doesn't provide the right kind of tension needed to stimulate real muscle regrowth. And here's the part almost nobody talks about. You can walk for hours and see zero improvement in your strength. Why? Because walking relies on momentum, not powerful muscular contraction. It's like coasting downhill on a bike instead of pedaling uphill. But the good news is, there is a much better way. Simple chair exercises, when they are done correctly, can target the exact muscles that protect your knees, your hips, your back, and your balance. These movements do what walking simply cannot. They send powerful activation signals to your nervous system. They increase blood flow where you need it most, and they wake up those dormant muscle fibers. Research confirms that consistent seated exercises can rebuild leg strength in just a few weeks, reduce the risk of falling by over 50%, boost circulation even more than walking, and dramatically improve your confidence in daily movements. So if you want to stay independent, protect your joints, and prevent avoidable injuries, then please stay with me. Because today, I'm going to show you the 5 surgeon-approved chair exercises that every senior should be practicing. And the best part, you can start right now, while you're sitting in that chair. Let's get started. Alright, let's talk about some powerful exercises you can do while sitting down that completely transform how your legs and core feel. Many people think walking is enough, but today, I am going to show you why it's not, and what you should be doing instead. These 3 simple movements can drastically improve your circulation, stability, and independence. Let's get started. First up, an exercise that looks simple, but is a game changer for leg health, especially as we age: the seated ankle pump. Have you ever noticed your ankles swelling, your calves feeling heavy, or seeing more visible veins after sitting for a while, maybe watching TV, reading, or on a long car ride? That's because blood tends to pool in your lower legs. The seated ankle pump acts like a peripheral heart, helping to push that stagnant blood back up toward your heart. Each squeeze of your calf muscles boosts your circulation. In fact, studies show this simple movement can increase the blood flow from your veins by up to 25% more than walking on flat ground. Seniors who do this regularly report less ankle swelling, and long-term practice has been shown to reduce the risk of dangerous blood clots, or deep vein thrombosis, by almost 40%. Here's how you do it. Sit up tall with both feet flat on the floor. Keeping your heels down, lift your toes up toward your shins. Pause for a moment, then slowly press your toes back down. Now, here's a little secret to make it even better. Add a small circular motion with your ankle at the top and bottom of each pump. This activates tiny stabilizing muscles around your ankle and foot that walking just doesn't train. For the best results, aim for 30 slow repetitions, with each one lasting about 3 seconds. You can do this every couple of hours while you're sitting. It's perfect for anyone who experiences tired legs, swelling, or nighttime cramps. And you can do it anywhere in your living room, on a plane, or even at the kitchen table. Once you get stronger, you can wrap a resistance band around the ball of your foot for an extra challenge, which research shows can boost calf strength by another 20%. Next, let's move on to our second exercise, seated marching with core activation. This is one I strongly recommend, especially if you're dealing with hip weakness or find it hard to maintain good posture. It might look easy, but the science behind it is powerful. As we get older, the muscles that lift our legs, the hip flexors, tend to get much weaker. This can lead to that shuffling walk and make it harder to clear your feet, which is a major fall risk. At the same time, our deep core muscles often lose their ability to support our spine. Walking doesn't do much to strengthen these specific areas because momentum does a lot of the work. But when you're sitting and you lift one knee, you have to use your own strength to stabilize your torso. This forces your hip flexors and deep abdominal muscles to engage properly. The research is compelling. One study found that seniors who did seated marching for just 10 minutes a day for 8 weeks increased their hip flexor strength by 28% and their core stability by 35%. That same group also saw their risk of hip fracture drop by an incredible 42% compared to those who only walked for exercise. Think about the daily benefits. Getting in and out of a car becomes easier. Climbing stairs feels safer, and you can get dressed without feeling wobbly. To do it, sit tall near the edge of a sturdy chair. Tighten your stomach muscles and slowly lift one knee toward your chest. Hold it up for a full 3 seconds, breathing normally. Then, lower it with control and switch to the other side. Try to do 20 repetitions for each leg. A great routine is to do it once in the morning to wake up your core for the day, and once in the evening to relieve hip stiffness. This simple exercise can truly restore your confidence and protect you from one of the most serious injuries older adults face. Now for our third exercise, and it's one that is often overlooked but is absolutely critical for staying independent. The seated side leg lift. The muscles on the outside of your hips, known as the gluteus medius and minimus, are your body's key stabilizers. They keep your pelvis steady with every single step you take. Here's the problem: walking forward barely uses these muscles. That's why balance can decline even in people who walk every day. After age 60, these essential stabilizers weaken by about 1% every year. This leads to wobbling when you stand on one leg and makes it harder to step sideways. But the good news is, strengthening these hip muscles can reduce your fall risk by more than 50%. Improve your walking speed and take a lot of stress off your hips and knees. I've seen it with my own patients. Those who consistently practice this exercise feel much more confident walking on uneven ground or stepping up onto a curb. Here's how to do it correctly. Sit sideways on a sturdy chair, so one hip is supported by the backrest and the other leg is free. Keeping your knees straight, slowly lift that free leg out to the side. Go as high as you comfortably can, and then hold it there for a full 5 seconds. You'll feel the muscles on the outside of your hip working hard. Now, lower the leg very slowly, taking about 3 seconds. Here's the key: don't let your foot touch the floor. Keep it hovering just above the ground before you start the next repetition. This creates constant tension that mimics the real-life demands of balancing. Switch sides, and aim to do this every other day to give your muscles time to recover. As you get stronger, you can add a resistance band around your ankles or use light ankle weights for an extra challenge. Even small gains in hip strength make a huge difference in your safety and mobility. So there you have it, 3 incredibly effective exercises you can do right from your chair. They target crucial muscles that walking alone misses, helping to fight swelling, improve balance, and build a stronger core. Don't just take my word for it. Give them a try. You'll be amazed at how much better and more confident you feel. Thanks so much for watching. If you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up. We've covered some fantastic exercises so far. Stick with us, because the next 2 are just as important for building a stronger, more stable body. Hi everyone, and welcome back to our channel. Today, we're re-diving into 2 incredibly powerful, yet simple seated exercises that can make a huge difference in your daily life, especially for older adults. If you're looking to boost your energy, improve circulation, and maintain your independence, you've come to the right place. Let's get started with our first exercise, the seated heel raise. This movement might look simple, but its benefits are profound. When you're sitting in a chair and you lift your heels, you're firing up 2 major calf muscles, the gastrocnemius and the soleus. Think of these muscles as a second heart in your legs. They act like powerful pumps, pushing blood back up towards your heart, which is fantastic for your circulation. What's really exciting is what recent research has discovered about the soleus muscle. When you activate it correctly, it can boost your body's metabolism by up to 35%. It helps your body burn fat for hours after you've finished the exercise. For anyone dealing with a slower metabolism or a more sedentary lifestyle, this is a safe and accessible way to get things moving. The cardiovascular benefits don't stop there. Doing these heel raises regularly can help lower your blood pressure, talking a reduction of around 10 points on the top number and 5 on the bottom. That's a meaningful change, similar to what some medications can achieve. So, how do you do it correctly? Sit up tall in a sturdy chair, with your feet flat on the floor. Now, place your hands on your thighs, just above your knees. As you lift your heels up, gently press down with your hands. This creates a bit of resistance, which tells your muscles they need to work a little harder and get stronger. Once your heels are up, hold that position for a full 2 seconds. Really squeeze those calf muscles. Then, here's a key part. Lower your heels back down slowly. Count to 3 as you lower them. Don't just let them drop. This slow, controlled lowering is what really builds strength, especially in aging muscles. To keep making progress, you can change things up each week. Maybe you add 5 more repetitions, or you hold the squeeze at the top a little longer, or you press down with your hands just a little bit more firmly. These small, gradual increases are what keep your muscles adapting and growing stronger. Try to do 3 sets throughout your day. It's as much easier on your joints than a long walk, and it keeps your circulation supported consistently. This is especially helpful if you struggle with cold feet, swollen legs, or nighttime cramps. Alright, let's move on to our second exercise, and honestly, if you could only do one exercise to maintain your independence as you age, this would be it. I'm talking about the seated straight leg extension. This one is all about strengthening your quadriceps, those big muscles on the front of your thighs. Why are they so important? Your quads are what you use to get up from a chair, climb stairs, and keep your knees stable when you walk. When these muscles get weak, everyday tasks like getting out of a car or standing up from the couch can become a real challenge. Weak quads are also a major contributor to knee instability and a higher risk of falling. But the good news is, research shows that doing this exercise consistently can lead to amazing results. We're talking a 31% increase in quad strength in just 4 weeks. People have been able to stand up from a chair over 4 seconds faster and have reported a massive 60 to 70% reduction in difficulty with stairs and standing. Here's how to perform it. Sit tall in your chair with your back supported. Extend one leg straight out in front of you, as parallel to the floor as you can comfortably get it. Now, flex your foot by pulling your toes back towards your shin. You should feel that muscle on the front of your thigh working hard. Hold this position for 8 full seconds, and remember to breathe normally. Don't hold your breath. After 8 seconds, slowly lower your leg back down. Take about 4 seconds to lower it, really resisting gravity on the way down. This controlled descent is crucial for building strength, especially for the motion of lowering yourself into a chair or walking downstairs. I recommend doing this every single day. To progress, you can eventually add light ankle weights or increase how long you hold the leg up. Even small increases make a huge difference. By training your quads daily, you're protecting your mobility, reducing your fall risk, and staying confident and independent in your daily life. Thanks so much for watching. Give these exercises a try and let us know how they feel. You know, many people believe that a daily walk is all they need to stay healthy as they get older. And while walking is fantastic, it's just not enough to combat the natural decline in muscle strength, balance, and circulation that happens with age. Think of it like this: walking is great for maintenance, but it doesn't really challenge all the important muscles that keep you stable and strong. The chair exercises we've been talking about are different. They're specifically designed to target those deeper muscle fibers and stabilizers that walking simply doesn't reach. These are the muscles that form the very foundation of your mobility. When you do these exercises, you're not just moving, you're actively preserving muscle mass, which is crucial for staying strong. You're improving blood flow from your legs back to your heart, which is a big deal for your overall circulation. Plus, you're strengthening your balance and coordination. How many times have you felt a little unsteady on your feet? These movements help correct that. They also protect your joints and bones by building up the supporting muscles around them. On top of that, they boost your metabolic function, helping your body process energy more efficiently. And most importantly, they help you maintain your independence in daily activities. Being able to get up from a chair, climb stairs, and carry your own groceries, that's true freedom. Now, I really want you to start slowly. It's all about proper form, not speed, or how many reps you can do. Quality over quantity, always. If you haven't exercised in a while, or if you have any medical conditions, like joint problems or heart issues, please talk to your doctor before you start. A quick conversation can help you tailor these exercises so they are perfectly safe and effective for you. So, what's the secret to making this work? It's simple: consistency. Small efforts, repeated every single day, build real, lasting strength. It's far more effective than going for an occasional long walk. And as you get stronger, you can gently challenge yourself. This is called progressive overload. You can try holding the positions for a few seconds longer, doing a couple more repetitions, or even adding a light resistance band. This gentle push is what prevents you from hitting a plateau and keeps stimulating muscle growth. Another great tip is to space these exercises throughout your day. Don't feel like you have to do them all at once. Doing a few in the morning, a few in the afternoon, and a few in the evening can dramatically improve your circulation and even help regulate your blood sugar levels. This is especially helpful for anyone managing diabetes or other vascular problems. But perhaps the most important benefit of all is this: strengthening your lower body is the single best thing you can do to reduce your risk of falling. It slows down the progression toward frailty and helps you stay independent and self-reliant for years and years to come. The choices you make today are a direct investment in your mobility, your confidence, and your well-being for the future. If you found this guidance helpful, I truly encourage you to take the next step. Don't feel overwhelmed. Just start with one exercise today. That's it, just one. Stay consistent with it, and then maybe add another one next week. Your future mobility really depends on the choices you make right now. Before you go, please consider subscribing the Healthy Path channel for more weekly doctor-guided exercises just like these. Give this video a like so that other seniors who need this information can find it more easily. And if you know a friend or a family member who could benefit from stronger legs, please share it with them. Lastly, leave a comment and let me know where you're watching from. I love reading every single message. Together, we can build a healthier, stronger path forward, one safe movement at a time. Thanks for watching.